Johnson. His adversary, by way of Wilmington, the Johnson.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch him up.
I want to see some 15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number 1.
We always look forward to times like this, a chance to see Sugar Ray Robinson in action. Teddy, what do you expect out of him tonight?
What I always expect out of Robinson, when he gets in the ring, you know who the winner is. Yeah, I know a punch hasn't been thrown yet, but that presence, you know, it's almost intimidating to his opponent. They know that somebody special is getting in that ring. You're going to see speed, you're going to see danger from either hand, and you're going to see the ability to fight outside, and if he has to, he'll track you down.
No, he missed that right.
There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him. There you go. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Body shot lands. It was the right.
What does the high stamina fighter want to do in the early stages of a fight against a guy who maybe isn't as conditioned?
What he wants to do is make him work. Make him work when he's on the inside. Make him work on the outside. Walk him a little bit. Make sure that at all times, mentally and physically, he's got those...
This is not the Sugar Ray Robinson we're used to seeing. He's applying his skill and his athleticism towards simply surviving the round at this point. Johnson's shocked right there. He's all shook up after being hit hard. Both men have gotten to each other. Arms away. Oh! Hey, I thought Sugar Ray Robinson was hard to hit. His opponent made it look easy with perfect timing that time, scoring the knockdown. 1, 2, 3. So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Teddy's trying to punch his way out of this damage he's incurred, but that's not the answer.
No, he's in a rainstorm. He needs an umbrella.
Big shot comes crashing home. Perfectly executed combination. Sugar Ray Robinson's down. He's going to have to beat the count. So now Sugar Ray Robinson has to figure things out. He's been down, he's rising up, and looking to continue on.
You know what, Joe? He has envisioned this moment before. He's laid in bed before fighting and said, what happens if this happens? He knows exactly how he's going to act, exactly how he's going to behave, and he knows he's going to pull it out in a correct way.
Hard to believe that they can keep up like that. One of those rounds that you just won't forget. Both guys able to land big punches on the other.
Oh, in the old days, they'd be snapping one of those capsules under their nose, you know, smelling salt, ammonia capsules. Not allowed anymore. They want to wake them up, get them together. Now you got to dump a little water on them, send them out.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right now. I need you to move this round, all right? Now move. Now he's coming in.
of the round, but Teddy, it could be the end of the fight. He's been knocked down numerous times, including the last round.
You're probably right, Joe, but when things are darkest is when you find out what is special inside somebody, where they can go to a place you never expect them to be able to go to. Look at Archie Moore, Yvonne Durrell. Years ago, Archie Moore was over 40 years old, in there with a 20-something-year-old Durrell. He was on the floor 3 times in the first round. He found a way to come back and knock him out in the 11th. Is this another one of those nights?
Sugar Ray Robinson with a big right. Robinson's gonna think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. Robinson's well off the mark that time. He got caught by that right hand. He never saw it coming. What a big shot. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think he's just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
Johnson's showing you what he is made of, getting up off the canvas after being knocked down. Good job protecting himself. Robinson's able to land a good, solid left hand. Nice strike after catching one by Sugar Ray Robinson. You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Johnson's showing you a little defensive skill there as he'll move away from that punch. Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by Johnson. Robinson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Johnson's trying to find a way to survive. The way he's doing it right now, he's holding on. He's clinching his opponent.
And they work on it just like you do in other sports. I mean, football, you work on the goal line defense. This is his goal line defense, making sure no touchdown is scored or no more punches come.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Right on the mark, double jabs. Well, some guys are just taking, how about that left right? And yet another big shot comes in. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time? Johnson's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that can be the turning point. But not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy. Because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night. And you forget what you knew when you came in. That wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed. And it's important to remember that.
Johnson's confidence almost completely shot at this point as we start this round. He just went down again in the last round, and it seems like he cannot get out of that spot. Time and time again, he's finding himself on the floor. Robinson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Protecting his head well with his guard. Zones in on that overhand right. Took a shot. Now big shot he just scored with. He goes down, and he doesn't look good at all. Johnson's going to need a minor miracle to survive this.
He's going to need a great will and desire to survive it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Well-timed counter shot, the overhand right after the block punch.
The 5-yard. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Robinson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very. Did you see that? That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ref stops the fight. Sugar Ray Robinson's bombs away worked again. Knockout victory for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh, that's a big win. That's a big win that's going to get everybody in the division's attention. Sugar Ray Robinson's power ends this early.
You see results like this sometimes from combination, but one shot, wow.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for tonight's main event. 15 rounds of heavyweight action. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. Morrison's coming down to the ring now, and what a nice reception as he is completely focused in on his goal tonight. Eddie Chambers is not throwing any fuel onto the fire for his opponent. He's just making his way down to the ring in a way in which he's checking that time card, ready to punch in and get to work.
In the blue corner, with a record of 48 victories, including 42 knockouts and 3 losses, from Quebec, Tony the Duke Morrison. And his opponent across the ring. His professional record consists of 35 wins, 18 knockouts, and only 2 losses. Hailing out of Philadelphia, Fast Eddie Chambers.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. And he returns on that exchange. Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Blocks away that headshot. Boy, that worked out well with the uppercut. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Pulls the trigger fast. What are some of the adjustments that can typically be made halfway through a matchup like this of speed versus speed?
Just to remind your charge, your fighter, that, hey, there's a lot more to this world, to this fight than just speed. Why don't you start doing other things? Why don't you start feinting a little bit? Get the guy out of position a little bit. Get him into false moves.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Oh, and a 2-punch combo by Tommy Morrison. Morrison scoring with that right hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good hook by Eddie Chambers. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
And there he counters back against his opponent.
Keep your distance.
Work the body.
Morrison's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Scores with the combo to the head. Denies his opponent, comes with the overhand right.
Hands up, hands up.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Eddie Chambers with a big right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. A well-placed overhand right.
Who's the ring? Who's the ring?
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Eddie Chambers. He has his target. He lands a straight right. That is a sharp uppercut by Chambers. Oh, and there you go. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? Unbelievable display of power here. A first-round knockout, Teddy.
That's what happens when you don't warm up well. Looked like he came out a little dry, and now he's going to the showers.
For the official particulars, we send it up to our ring announcer. Tommy Morrison's able to come up with a knockout victory, and he does it that early in the fight?
And does it with one shot that he never saw.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the famed New York Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. Scheduled for 15 rounds of heavyweight action. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Sonny Liston's approaching the ring now, and this ring walk can tell you so much. Look at the focus on his face. George Foreman's unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action.
Introducing first, in the blue corner, with a record of 50 wins, including 39 knockouts and 4 defeats, from St. Louis, Sonny the Big Bear Liston. His adversary, with a record of 76 triumphs, with 68 knockouts and 5 losses, by way of Marshall, Big George Foreman.
Okay, guys. We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Good shot to the head with that right hand. And he ties up on the inside. Fighting fire with fire sometimes can work, but can it work under circumstances like this when a power puncher is going up against George Foreman?
Yeah, it can. In other words, you have to have a little defense to go with that ability to generate fire, or in this case, power.
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Foreman's banged by an uppercut. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by George Foreman. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Good flush shot upstairs. Nice work to the midsection with the left. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Foreman's tagged by a hook. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. And he's holding. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round, a solid, true uppercut by George Foreman. Good step back counterpunch there. Clinching his opponent. Nobody likes to see that. Well, there's an expectation of a spectacular ending anytime George Foreman is in the ring. Is that what you expect tonight, Teddy?
Yeah, I do, on either end, because George Foreman, as much as he can end the night, he can have a night ended positively for him, because as dangerous as he is on the offensive end, that is how vulnerable he leaves himself sometimes on the defensive end.
Phenomenal pace being set here. They are burning it up early on.
Let's find out who's in better shape. We're going to see.
Both men digging in with uppercuts. Right to the head with that right. Good, solid right hand. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. That's a great effort against Foreman right there. I mean, to take down Big George like that, that is something. His opponent didn't think it was going to be that easy. Big George Foreman back up after the knockdown. There's another left hand from him.
Oh, yeah.
Last 10 seconds of this first round.
You got some of that too. Let's go.
So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Cus D'Amato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore, because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Cus D'Amato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part. To understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter is feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
Foreman's is coming out here after being knocked down in the last round. Teddy, what are some of the things you look for that will tell you he's on steady ground, that he looks fine?
Well, the first thing I look for is the base, the foundation. I mean, you look at a house, you want to see, and you want to make sure that that basement is solid. There's cinder blocks there. You know, you don't want to see that upper floor waving a little when there's a wind. You're looking at his legs. You want to make sure that they're steady, they're firm.
Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand.
Get in there, let's go.
Super two-punch combo by George Foreman.
Use your feet.
Comes right back with a shot of his own.
Don't let him get to you, kid.
Look at the action. Solid. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. This fight is over. Foreman's unable to continue. This fight is over. Knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, Sonny the Big Bear Liston.
Liston's able to come up with a shocker here. Out of nowhere, early on, a knockout victory.
And does it with one shot that he never saw.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights.
Entries, 7 levels. This is an iceberg of some of the most fascinating yet lost locations on this planet. These are places that were once full of life but could not manage to stand the test of time. We'll start with places that are still remembered and eventually descend into the ones that were never meant to be found. Let's begin